Hello, my romance girlies, and welcome to my podcast, Fictional Analysis with Kajal. As you can see, I have changed my podcast name, which previously was Delulu World, to Fictional Analysis with Kajal. I did this because I thought that I needed to change it into something more professional. So, this is it. You can also see some changes in this episode. Now, it's time for a confession. I really tried to complete Chaotic this week, but this book was really big, 854 pages. So I wasn't able to complete it. But I promise you, I will complete it positively this coming week and we will get Chaotic's review next Sunday. For today, let's forget about Caston Pierce and let's talk about the latest book release. Before starting, tap on that follow button. Your one follow helps a lot. So, let's start. The hero in this book was so obsessive and so controlling, he just wasn't ready to leave the heroine alone, no matter how much she begged, no matter how much she said that she didn't love him. But he never backed down. And in the end, they finally got their happily ever after. And also a cute baby of their own. Yes, we are talking about Michael Heard's newest release, Forceful God. The male and female leads are Cristiano Falco and Sienna Vidalin. This is the second generation series, so if you want, you can also read their parents' story. The name of the series is Kings of Mafia by Michael Heard. The first and second generation books are also included in this series, so if you want, you can read them from there. This is the second book in the second generation series and seventh book in the whole series. Before starting, let me give you a quick basic idea of this book. The book starts with Cristiano's and Sienna's engagement party, and let me tell you that they both love each other from the start of the story. And let me also tell you that they don't get engaged. Due to the attack of Irish Mafia, Cristiano is shot during the party, and in the hospital, Sienna mistakes someone else's body with Cristiano's and thinks that he is dead. She is heartbroken by it. But after she realizes that he is alright, she understands that she can't bear to lose him. And after that, she is diagnosed with thanatophobia, that is the fear of losing someone they love. So she broke off their engagement because of two main reasons. She thinks that she is weak for him because she has many anxiety attacks and all that and doesn't want him to know about her phobia. And she also thought that she would be protecting herself if she stayed away from him. But Cristiano never backed down. He gave her time and finally forced her to marry him. But after 1 or 2 days, he came to know about her phobia and talks to her and tells her that she is not weak and he still loves her. So, let's start with the positive reviews first. The thing I liked the most about this book was how it showed Sienna's phobia, how she dealt with it, how she struggled with it, but still didn't lose herself in the process. I also liked how Cristiano never gave up on her, no matter how many times she told him she didn't love him. Now, a disclaimer for any guys listening. This works for Cristiano because it's a dark romance novel. In real life, maybe don't be quite this obsessive, but in fiction, we love a man who fights for her woman. So, I found two things missing in this book. First was that I thought the book was quite fast, like it was only 199 pages there with introduction and all. There was a gap of 7 years in between, but I wanted to know something about what happened then too. Some places I wanted to know more about how they felt, what actually happened, and many more things, but it was like the author just passed it very quickly. And the second thing that was missing in this novel was that this story lacked a villain. Really, I just said the summary, but did you find any villain in here? No. Now, someone who has read this book might say that Irish are the villains, but they are not. Cristiano vows to end that mafia organization after they started shooting at their engagement, and after 7 years, he shoots the head of the mafia. So, how come they are villains? I thought that at the end they might kidnap Cristiano or he might get shot during the fight, and Sienna will have to fight her anxiety to save him. But it didn't have that, so I personally think it lacked in that matter. I will give this book a whole of 3 out of 5 stars because the lack of villain did not just do it for me. Now, an update about my novel. So, I have finally figured out how I want my male lead's character to be, and I'm writing chapter 6 right now. I can't wait for it to be published. By the way, have you cracked the code on my novel yet? I dropped a major hint about the institute in my previous episode. If you think you know which dream college I am writing about, DM me. I might just tell you if you are right. If you liked this episode, please tap that follow button and share this with your friends. And if you want to know from where I download all my novels for free, DM me on Instagram or LinkedIn and I will send you the link. Thanks for listening and stay delusional.